The Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.
Hey, welcome to the Captain's Log Radio. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss, and this is our weekend report. Today is Saturday, April 12th, and let's do a northern Indian River Lagoon report. We've had a ton of south wind, which has pushed water back up into our lagoon system. But this week, had another cold front, probably our last cold front of the season. Water temps have kind of been like leveling out, been close to like low 80s. Mornings are starting like mid 70s. With this last cold front, we've had a lot of that north wind, so that water that we got from all that south wind is kind of staged and kind of pushed south again. So water levels are still pretty low. But here's what I've been finding. Here's what's been working for me. When I find fish in pretty clean water, and I'm looking for redfish, I'm looking for trout. I've been finding a ton of trout lately. If the water's clean, if it's clear, I'm throwing the DOA swim baits, the cows. This is a paddle tail, my favorite lures, my confidence baits. Using that white, I'm using that gold glitter. These have been getting it done. If there's not a ton of grass around, I'm throwing a jig head. If there is a lot of grass around, I don't have one with me, but I throw an owner twist lock hook, 3 ounce, 3/0. That'd be a heavy hook. 1/8 ounce. I prefer the 1/8 ounce over the 16th ounce. Just throw a little bit further. That's been crushing it. When we were transitioning to snook, because there's been some snook in the area around. What did I do with my top water plug? Where'd it go? Here it is. There's been some snook around some mangroves. So first thing in the morning, if I've got, a good shot on corners with mangroves with enough water, throwing that skitter walk. If there is a lot of grass around, floating grass, I'm switching over to the PT7. I don't have one here beside me, but I've been throwing that a lot as well, but hard to beat a skitter walk. Now, I typically have a DOA shrimp ready to go. It's either rigged up or it's on the standby. And I'm throwing those at my tail and redfish. So when I see a redfish pop up, hey, let's soften our presentation. And I'm going with that DOA shrimp. Now, I like to rig it weedless, but you don't have to. If there's a lot of grass in the area, I definitely am going to rig it weedless. Bite the tail off, I pull the J hook out, and I rig it with that same owner twist lock hook. That's awesome. For the tarpon that have been around, these tarpon have been moody. Okay, they've been picky. I think a lot of that has to do with the water temps aren't exactly where they want them to be yet. They've been fluctuating. I mean, when it's colder, I've been finding these tarpon over sand and just laid out in the sand, trying to get warm. It's been a lot of mullet around. So I'm starting with this bigger soft jerk from DOA. And this thing it's big. It's a big bait, okay? I think that one's the 6-inch. If there's a lot of big mullet, I'm throwing this. If the mullet are smaller, I'm doing that same lure, put in a smaller profile. Okay. If there's a lot of glass minnows around, I'm switching over to the mini terrorize. Okay. Mini, it's little bitty. Okay. I mean, it's not much longer, half of my finger. Okay. Those 3 baits have been the key to get a reaction. If they're grabbing it, if they're chasing it, they're responding to it. If they're not, then I'm just going smaller. If I'm seeing a lot of those glass minnows around, then I'm throwing that smaller DOA mini terrorized. But they've been getting a lot of pressure lately. That's only going to get better. So as we get closer to summer and stable temperatures and things get warm, that water finally gets warmer than upper 70s, low 80s, you're going to see those tarpon respond a whole lot better. But lately they've been kind of jerks. But if you can throw a fly at them too, if you're seeing a lot of glass minnows, you can throw a fly. That's going to get a great response, a really good response. simply because it's a softer presentation. With these bigger baits or these softer, I've been nose hooking them. Try to pull, I don't know, I did that one I had. I've been nose hooking them with an owner Aki hook, size 2, and that's soft presentation. But when you're skipping them under the mangroves, you got to be careful because that exposed hook can cause problems. But it allows this is a heavy bait, so it allows this bait to just kind of be all your weight. You don't need a jig head. You don't need a weedless hook that's got any kind of weight on it. Very simple. Sliding under, pop, pop, and it literally just looks like a mullet that's struggling. So get out there this weekend, go catch some fish. Show me. I want to see what you're catching. Hit me up on social media at the Captain's Log TV. Get out there and catch some fish, guys. It's going to be another windy day tomorrow. It's going to start out calm. Tomorrow being Saturday, I'm recording this tonight, Friday night. But get out there and catch them up. Let me see how you're doing. Hope you guys do well this weekend. Be safe. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for listening to the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.